You think loving someone means keeping them safe from everything. It doesn't. It means letting them see the real you. I'm Abraham, 94 years old. 3 times I said I do. 3 times I said goodbye forever. And only once did I actually understand what love really was. Stay with me. What took me 70 years to figure out, I'll tell you in the next few minutes. When I was a boy, times were hard. Really hard. My dad worked in the coal mines, but most days there was no work. No work meant no money. No money meant no food. I remember my mom's hands. They were always red and cracked from washing clothes by hand, bleeding sometimes. One time my dad disappeared for 3 whole days. Know why? He was too ashamed to come home without any money. When he finally walked through the door, my mom didn't yell. She just poured him coffee and put her hand on his shoulder. That's it. I was 7 years old. And right then I made a promise to myself. I will never be weak like that. I will always be strong for the people I love. That promise destroyed everything. I met Catherine when I was 21. She was 19. Pretty as a painting. We got married in 1951. I worked in construction. Then I started my own business. I made good money. Bought us a nice house. Got Catherine everything she ever wanted. New kitchen. First color TV on our whole street. I thought that's what love was. Giving, providing, being strong. We had 42 years together, then she got cancer. The doctor said 6 months. I drove her to every doctor, researched every medicine, held her when she got sick. But I never cried. Not once. I had to be strong for her. The night before she died, she was lying in bed. I was in the kitchen washing dishes because I didn't know what else to do. She called my name, Abraham. I sat down next to her. She looked at me and said, "You can cry, you know. I won't break more than I'm already broken." But I told her I was fine, that we'd beat this thing. Even with hours left, I couldn't show her I was scared. She died the next morning at 4:17. I was holding her hand. I still didn't cry. I thought being strong was the right thing. 3 years later, I met Joan at church. She'd lost her husband too. We understood each other. Got married in 1995. Joan was different. She laughed loud, danced in the kitchen. Happy, but I loved her the same way I loved Catherine. Be strong, provide, never show weakness. One night we were sitting outside. She started telling me about her first husband, Michael, how he used to cry during movies, how he'd wake her up at 2 a.m. sometimes because he had a bad dream. He was scared of everything, she said, smiling. Spiders, thunder, losing me. Then she looked at me. "You're not scared of anything, are you, Abraham?" I said no. She went quiet, and right then something changed. She pulled away, not with her body. Somewhere deeper, Joan died in 2006. A stroke, fast. At her funeral, her daughter Linda came up to me. She said, "My mom loved you, but she told me once she felt like you didn't need her. You were so strong all the time. She didn't know where she fit." I thought I was giving her a good life. I was pushing her away. I know 2 old guys from my work days. Frank is 87 now. His wife died 20 years ago. He keeps everything exactly how she left it. Her shoes by the bed, her coat on the hook. He won't move them. He's angry all the time. Mad at neighbors, mad at the weather, mad at everything. Then there's Dennis, 89. His wife died around the same time. He took her ashes to the lake where they first kissed and let them go. Now he volunteers at the library reading to kids. He told me once, loving her doesn't mean holding on so tight it hurts. It means remembering her with a smile, not a chain. Frank thinks love is never letting go. Dennis knows love is opening your hands. Took me one more wife to figure out which one was right. I met Mary in 2008. I was 78. She was 73. We were both at the hospital visiting people. Started talking. She had this way of seeing right through me. Second time we went out, she asked me, "You ever just let yourself fall apart, Abraham?" I said no. She said, "Then this might not work." But I kept coming around, and one night about 6 months later, we were watching an old movie at her place. There was this scene where a dad says goodbye to his son going to war, and something inside me broke. I started crying. Not a little, a lot. 42 years of tears I'd never let out. Mary didn't say anything. She just held me. When I stopped, I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "For what?" "For finally being real. We had 6 years before she got sick and forgot who I was. Dementia, but those 6 years taught me more about love than the previous 60 years combined, because I finally understood. Love isn't protecting someone from sadness. It's being sad together so nobody's alone. It's not being strong all the time. It's being real. All those years, I wasn't looking for love. I was trying to control everything. I thought if I was just strong enough, I could keep bad things from happening, but you can't. And when you try, you don't keep the bad stuff out. You keep the real love out, too. I could have learned this when I was 25. I learned it at 84. That's 59 years wasted. You think loving someone means being tough for them. Sometimes, yeah, but most times it means letting them see you're scared too. Letting them see you cry. Letting them see the real you, not the pretend strong you. I'm 94 years old. I've said goodbye to 3 women I loved, and only the last one really knew me. The only one I cried with. The only one who saw me afraid. If you love someone right now and you're hiding your real feelings because you think you have to be strong, stop. Let them in. Let them see when you're sad, when you're scared, when you don't have all the answers, because that's not being weak. That's the door. The only door to real love. I'm 94. Maybe got a year left if I'm lucky. And here's what I know for sure. You're going to lose everyone you love someday. The only question is whether you really let them know you while they were here. If this story meant something to you, send it to someone who's trying to be strong for everybody but won't let anybody be strong for them. Tell me in the comments, who do you need to be real with? I read everyone, and hit subscribe, not for me. Because you need to hear these things before it's too late.